You said somewhere that you found your companion. It's not that you didn't do things, but you did the same things in an unconventional manner. You were very clear you didn't want children. So I'm very curious to know how this relationship that you have with your companion is different from the kind of relationship you think your mom had with your dad. Thank you.
So I'm living with Torquil right now, and I, me and Torquil had been together for 10 years, and before that, I had a companion with I lived with a yogi, with a man with the long hair and deep eyes, and lived in his own. He was a Shivas in his own way, and very very disinterested in everything in life. And so I did see that for me the sense of companionship was not into a very passionate physical space, but it was very engaging in a energetic space, and was that has been my need. Even today when I fall sick and something happens to me, 90% of the time this is not a physical space. I need to find it and cure it and another energetic space. I'm not falling sick physically, but I do fall sick physically as a result of something else. And that had been a very repeating question, or not the question, as a process. And what I saw is that my health depends on energetically inspiring space. If not, I fall sick. Mediocrity, or it just makes me sick. I get physically sick, I suffer. I suffer with the consciousness when it is heavy and dense and self centered and very, very so occupied with their preservation and regeneration and what not it means to be. That space suffocates and kills me in a way that it can be fatal. And that's not my space. So, what I learned in my journey of life, that we all have our different need, and my need is different. And if I can honor that need, and honoring the need I have learned only when I turned 40. Before that, I was in enamored with my earlier partner. I will look up to him and I say, oh my God. And I just looked up to him so much that I had an energetic neck pain. I didn't look down to me, but I completely kind of, oh God, I needed to massage myself and say, girl, give yourself a break. What is going on? And that's what we do. I understood this whole pattern of female. It has not to do with India alone. We tend to get into the space where, whew, that goes off. So when I walked out of the house, I left a relationship which I had signed up for 7 life. I couldn't take anymore. And that was the first time that I was honoring my sense of femininity. And to me, first time I stood up saying, I can't, I will be dead. I will be dead in front of this man, and he will put flour on me, on my picture every day for rest of his life, and I don't want it. I'm not interested in that flour. And I took my bag and I left. And he was so shocked. And I was shocked as well. I said, there would be lying to have somebody, a partner like him, and I have it. And here I go. And what it meant for me, it was a time where I needed this sense of care of it was another kind, and I wasn't able to take care of myself, so I needed someone else to take care of me. And I was busy looking up, and my neck was bruised, my spine was broken. I don't know what space I was. And that's what we do. We all do that. And when Mother says that individuation of the self and then surrendering to the divine after we have individuated, I wasn't sure I was individuated enough to surrender to her. I was a attached file, and I was so happy being attached file at a big grand master file. So I was just happy in that space, and I needed to own that, claim that, be that. I don't know if I answered your question, but the relationship also had been a kind of a journey of the self itself. So the partner I live with now, he's Danish. He's 15 years elder than me. And the first thing I had to tell him saying, "You will have your bedroom, I will have my bedroom. Deal number one." And guy, before he figures this out anything, I already am my invoicing is on the table that this is it. I just need my own space. And this too, to knowing that if I had this space, I wouldn't have bruised my neck. I wouldn't have left the man I adored so much and I loved him so much and I left him. Because I just needed a room to myself to honor my own presence. And I had denied that. So you see, we do a lot of gymnastics in life without even knowing where we are. And that it is now that after 10 years of that and the cry and the sorrow and the guilt and the pain and all of that, that I'm able to accept that it's my journey, and relationship must support in that journey. It cannot cost me the journey itself. So coming to the question back to you, that in this journey of relationship, when I got into this space, I'll write another chapter on this, where how feminine and this whole our emotional expression and complexity of it. That now that I live with Torquil, it's a very different life, and I'm getting used to it. It's getting used to it, that there is a Eastern life and there is a Western life, and I have a partner who is the best of the West, and I'm the best of the East, and there's a huge space in between. I'm still figuring it out how that plays into life, and that's another chapter. But thank God that we don't have this whole hormone running in the body and going crazy around that. We are rather peaceful and grown up and look at and have chosen a spiritual life. So it it has a different articulation, but it is complex. It is complex also in my life.